Anyways, yeah, all good vibes, dude. Are you kidding me? I can't wait to dive into this. I don't know. First, I don't know. You want to do that team first? You want to do Bucks first?
Let's do good vibes. Let's do good
We'll
vibes.
do good vibes. We'll do good vibes. Okay.
Good vibes, Matt.
We'll do good vibes. We're not
Matt,
doing the
Matt,
Saints first. I'll tell you that. Not that
But
team.
yeah, definitely not. If we're talking about good vibes, we would not be talking about the Saints.
No, absolutely
Matt,
not.
you want to break down the good vibes team for the podcast?
I sure can. Talking about the Saints. But the Panthers last year went 5-12, fourth in the division, missed the playoffs. Their offensive EPA per play was negative .040, 23rd. Their pass block win rate was 52%, 30th, and their run block win rate was really good because they signed Robert Hunt and they had Taylor Moton and they signed Damian Lewis. They were 10th in run block win rate. Their defensive EPA per play was 32nd by a good margin, .154, and then their pass rush win rate was 28%, 31st, and their run stop win rate was 25th, 25% at 32nd. So I marked Bryce Young here. Bryce Young had a 8/1000th EPA per play, 23rd, so .008. And then a 41.9 success rate, which was 29th. I decided to include from the benching on. From when he came back from his benching in week 8, he was a .110 EPA per play quarterback, which was 18th, which is pretty good. And he had a 44.6% success rate, which was 26th, not great, but tied with Aaron Rodgers. So if that means anything to you. Their offseason, pretty basic. J.C. Horn got extended for 100, another corner, as we mentioned. And then Michael Jackson, not that Michael Jackson, played a lot of boundary corner for them, 2 years, $10 million. I thought, throw that in there. Free agency, their big spend was Trayvon Merrick, 3 years, $51 million. Tershawn Wharton from the Chiefs, 3 year, $45 million. Pat Jones, didn't know he was still kicking it from the Vikings, 2 years, $15 million. Bobby Brown from the Rams, 3 years, $21 million. Rico Dowdle, 1 year. And Christian Roseboom, 1 year as well. And then their draft. Tedero McMillan in round 1, which was something me and Ben talked about. We reiterated all the time they should just take the best receiver. And Tedero kept falling, and they took him at 8. Like, everybody said it would be defense, defense, defense. He was too good of a player to pass up at 8, and I agree with them. And then in day 2, Nick Scorton and Princely Uman-Mielen, who I had both as top 40 players at edge rusher, and, they cut Jadeveon Clowney in this departures tab. So getting youthful at the edge was a big priority for them. And then every pick they made was 8 picks was from a Power 4 program, just kind of throwing that in there because I didn't have a third round like a day 3 sleeper that I liked. Like Trevor Etienne was taken in the 4th round. He didn't sniff by top 15 running backs. So don't love that pick. But hey, I thought they had a pretty solid draft all in all, and their departures were pretty simple. Xavier Woods, their safety, who's going to get swapped out for Merrick, and Shaq Thompson, who's been there for a long time. He kind of quietly went out the door, I believe, and signed a little mini deal with the Bills. And then my season outlet question, spending huge and getting Derek Brown back doesn't make the run defense better than historically bad that it was in 2024. So this was my favorite part of researching this division and why it's the Devils division. No team in NFL history has had a .097 rush EPA per play while having a 50% rushing success rate allowed against them. Not the 2008 Lions, not the 2017 Browns, not whatever historically bad run defense you can think of until the 2024 Carolina Panthers happened. They were literally the worst run defense in the history of the NFL. They spent top dollar on 3 big-bodied defensive linemen who play the run, can kind of rush the passer. They get Derek Brown back, who they've paid a ton of money. He got hurt in week 2, missed all of the season. That hurt a lot in the run game. And it has to be at least a little bit better than worst of all time, right? Like, speaking of the good vibes. So, yeah, is it enough to stretch wins in to the win column, or not so much? But I think optimism can only go up for them because of what Bryce Young did last season at the end of the year and getting Tedero McMillan. So.
Absolutely. I mean, you hope that you pair him up with that offensive-minded head coach with Bryce Young, and that can continue to develop. I mean, we joked off the air that you could spend every single episode talking about the season outlook, talking about their quarterback.
Yeah.
and I do think a big part of it, I mean, I think you touched on the two big things. Can that run defense get better? And Bryce Young. But the one thing, too, that I would like to throw in here, what are they doing with the run? This team's obsessed with running backs. It's absurd. They have Chuba Hubbard. They went out and signed Rico. They drafted Trevor Etienne in the 4th round. And given he's not playing this season, they also have Jonathan Brooks. Like, I just think it's like a bit now. They're like,
I think they're punting on Brooks, personally.
Yeah.
Already?
I think so.
I mean, you spend that high of a second round.
I don't
pick on
think
him at
Etienne
that
is
point.
so good of a player that you have to have him in round 4. Because, like, I think it's more of a we got to get someone stylistically similar because he's not going to play this season, and B like it's just we can't wait around for this guy. We can't. But I agree with you there. The running back.
What I'm hearing is Jerry Jones was correct. Anyways, the big winner of all of this is Jerry Jones. Actually,
That's what everybody is saying.
Yeah, if you know, you know, right? But I don't know. Ryan, any season outlook questions for the Panthers? You just want to dig into it?
I just want to dig into it, man.
What's your reason for optimism? Other than vibes. Okay.
Yeah. I think Bryce needed more help. And I don't. I'm just excited, man. I don't know. Like the guy was able to put. Let me be excited about a team, man. I don't know. It's not mine.
You hope Tet has an impact. Leggett looked fine, but you hope Leggett makes that jump even more. And if Tet has the impact, Leggett can make that jump, and Chuba Hubbard can stay the same. Then I mean, Bryce Young has to look better than what he did. And if you can do that, then I get why you have the optimism, paired with the good vibes. I'll say that.
My dad has a giant collection of Xavier Leggett rookie cards, and it's like, you know how cool it would be if that guy just completely exploded so that collection could be worth something? Because
that would be bad vibes.
I don't want him to explode.
We don't want him to explode.
No.
I hope he breaks out as a wide receiver in the NFL.
Let's get to it, guys. All right. So we'll just do 3 rows, right? So just go. Yeah. All right, cool.
Five.
So I'm going to go ahead and start. I think that they win the first 4 games right off the bat. Jags, Cardinals, Falcons, and Patriots. Yes, they will beat all 4 of those, and then they'll lose the next 2, starting off 4-2.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I definitely have a different.
Follow that one, man.
I definitely do have it different than you. I actually have them losing the first 2 games against the Jags and Cardinals. I do have them picking up the win against the Falcons. Again, goes back to my old rule. Teams I think that are at least within the same ballpark in division, home team gets the victory. So I do have them beating the Falcons, but then I have them going right back to losing against the Patriots and Dolphins. But I do have them winning the Cowboys. The answer to that actually stems from us doing the Cowboys last week, where I was like, this just feels like one of those games in which the Cowboys are going to lose because the Cowboys will find a way to do that. So that's why. Yeah. So I actually have them starting off at 2-4, which is far different than
the opposite.
Ryan's first.
It's all right. So, he's not feeling the good vibes, dude. It's all right.
Yeah, I mean, this is a peek behind the curtain. I have them, of the first 6 weeks, I have them losing all 3 road games, but I have them winning all 3 home games. So I have them 3-3. Yeah.
I love it. Dude, we're
for our audio listeners,
just the home instant like 4-0 is just crazy.
Yes. For our audio listeners, for those who are listening, Matt is having them win week 3 against the Falcons, and then week 5 and 6 against the Dolphins and Cowboys, and then losing week 1, 2, and 4 against Jaguars, Cardinals, and Panthers. For the ones who
Patriots,
are audio listeners, but I don't really think we do that anymore. But still, regardless.
Yeah. I don't know. People have YouTube Premium now. They can listen and, just audio.
Yes.
Second row. I will have them lose to the Jets, lose to the Bills, overtime thriller win against the Packers in Lambeau. They're going to beat the Saints as well. They're going to lose to the Falcons in Atlanta, and then they're going to lose to the 49ers. So we're at 6 wins.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're at 6 wins. I mean, we're not too far after this next set of games. I have them winning in New York against the Jets. Actually, I just honestly have them go back and forth. So I have them winning against the Jets in New York, losing against the Bills, winning. I guess I don't have them go back and forth. I have them losing against the Packers at Lambeau, picking up a victory against the Saints, losing to the Falcons, and then picking up a victory against the Niners. So now we're not too far off. I have them with 5 wins, through the first 12 weeks of the season.
You have them losing to the Jets, losing to the Bills, losing to the Packers, beating the Saints, losing to the Falcons, losing to the Niners. Lob it in there. They lose to the Rams. They're 4-9 in the division, or at the bye. The bye.
Yeah, they're losing to the Rams as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have them at 6 and 7 personally. So let's see. Yeah. After the bye, they'll beat the Saints. I think that they're going to find a way to split between these Buccaneers games. I'm not entirely sure which one. So doesn't matter. Just chalk them up for one. And then after that, they'll lose to the Seahawks. So 8 wins. That's what I got.
Okay, you're not too high, or different than I am on the Panthers.
They're going to be in the hunt. That's the thing. Is like they're
going to be on the graphic.
They're going to be in the graphic, dude. That's
they're gonna be in the graphic.
They're going to be competing for that final spot. So these last 2 weeks, the week 17 matchup against the Seahawks, that's crucial because I also have the Seahawks competing for a playoff spot. Same exact thing for the Buccaneers. I mean, the Buccaneers are going to be in there as well. Obviously, they're my division winners, I would assume. But, who knows? I'm keeping it a mystery for everybody. So,
I also had them losing to the Rams again, going, into that bye. And then I have them beating the Saints, losing to the Buccaneers, beating the Seahawks, and then losing to the Buccaneers again. I have them at 7 and 10, which is an improvement, but 7 and 10 firmly not in the hunt at this point. So,
yeah, like I said, 4-9 at the bye. I have them losing to the Saints. Like Ryan, splitting with the Bucs here. They're going to win the home game. They're going to beat Seattle. They're going to finish 6-11. Their over/under is 6.5. Juice to the over, minus 145, plus 125 to the under, and then their division odds plus 350. So if you're feeling the division, feeling the long shot, kind of long shot division, but like plus 350 for this team, I hate. I would want this to be like 5-1 at least.
Yeah.
So yeah,
at least I was thinking 7 to 8-1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
that was checked today. So
wow.
July 16th. So
dude, vibes are high. Vibes are high in Carolina.
Is it that, or is it the division? Like
it's the division. It's because the division. I mean, again, the title. The Devils. Someone has to win it. You never know who it is. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if the Saints win the division at this point. Like nothing can surprise.
No, you shouldn't.
Me.
No, you shouldn't.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. So that'll do it for the Panthers. Just to recap, I have them at 8 and 9, Ben at 7 and 10, Matt 6 and 11. So pretty close altogether. I mean, at the start of the schedule predictions, I guarantee you didn't think we were going to be within 2 games of each other for sure. You know what I mean? So, pretty good.
Yeah. I think an interesting subplot for their season is like, again, like it went so historically bad through 2 weeks. Like, I'm not convinced that Bryce Young is their starting quarterback in 2026. If
Ooh,
that makes sense. I'm not like overly confident, and I'm not like I wouldn't rule out drafting a guy. Like if maybe not at 6-11 like mine, but like I feel like I'm like this is as I don't want to say as optimistic. I think there's some wins, but this team could theoretically win 3 games again.
Yeah.
In my opinion. And so if that were to happen, it'd be interesting for them to pivot off of that, finally having their pick back, finally being done with the Bears trade, and being able to take a guy like Drew Aller, who is the exact opposite of Bryce Young. So it's interesting. So I just wanted to mark that down kind of in little, like just lob it in there. Like, yeah, just keep that in mind.
I just want to note it'd be interesting if they did go a different quarterback route, because at this point you're entering season 2 with a head coach. So let's say hypothetically the Panthers do fail to win more than 4 games, and they win that 3-game total, right, that Matt's talking about. They go in, they draft that Drew Aller guy, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
the guy from Penn State, that guy, and at that point, if the season doesn't go well after you draft Drew Aller, you're in a similar situation.
In the Bears situation.
Exactly. So it's like, now, this is a sticky situation that you don't want to get yourself caught in. I'm buying into the head coach at least a little bit. I think that he was able to compete with some pretty good teams last season. And I think that they have the opportunity to make some noise. So that's why I'm a little bit higher on them than these guys, these freaking goofballs. But, I don't know. I'm excited. This is a team that I'm going to look forward to watching. I mean, like, I'm going to pull up their schedule really quick one last time. Like, for example, we've got prime time against the 49ers, right? Like, you guys are like, oh, God. But to me, I'm seated. I'm here for that. What is that, Monday Night Football, I think? Like, yeah, dude, I'm here for that. And then, other than that,
that's the
9
day
at
after my
noon.
fiance's birthday, so I don't have to watch that game.
But, like, I'm just saying, I mean, noon against the Packers. I'll be watching that one. Like, for whatever reason, it's been competitive recently against that team, and I think that they're going to pull it out. Like, the game against the Patriots week 4, September 28th, circle it on the calendar, man. I will be watching that game. This is where Sunday Ticket comes in handy for me, because this is the team. This is the one that I'm like, keep an eye on you. I'm interested to see at least a little bit of growth out of him, and it looks like that's what we're anticipating out of him. So I'm excited for that one. So Panthers fans, I'm praying for you. I'm hoping you don't fall into that rut. I hope that Bryce Young is that guy, because it can be fun. When he's good, fun football. When he's not good, my God, there are some lows. So let's go ahead and move on.